Hello, 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 everybody. This is Inside the Booth. I'm your host, Dan Arena. We have Tabitha next to me. And our special guest today is Sketchy Guy.
Guy. Don't trust him.
Some guy who's sketchy.
I wear clothes, so we're good.
That's right. That's right. No, but really, the reason why we call him Sketchy Guy, not because he's a sketchy guy, but he's a guy who likes to sketch.
Sketch.
There we go.
Isn't that a type of
Did I
dance?
get that right?
Take it away.
Take
Yeah,
it
and I
away.
live in Nevada.
Oh, wait, no, that's scatting, isn't
And
it?
he lives in Nevada. That's right. Don't forget to look up his stuff. Sketchy Guy NV, YouTube. His stuff is in the description below. And obviously, everybody knows Dreaming Tabitha. Look at her stuff also. Description below. We got Dax Morgan. What's up? Uncle Mike. Hello, Uncle Mike. And then we got R2. We got TD. What's up, TD? And who else do we have?
R2 says, whatever you do, don't mention Satan or the occult, or else David from Canada will appear.
Yes. Mrs. R2. Hello, everybody. Phil stopping in. Oh, snap, he says. Sketchy Guy. That's right.
Dan.
What do you say, Tabitha? Didn't realize you were there.
I know. My presence goes unnoticed. That's why Dan put me in the middle today.
That's
so
right.
That way I don't get lost in the company, in the crowd.
That's right. All right. So before we get started, obviously, just like every day, everybody, or every Sunday and every Tuesday
at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's right. Don't forget to go to www.insidethebooth.tv.com. Get yourself some merchandise, mugs. What else we got?
We've got it all.
Some people call these neck gaiters. I call them do-rags.
I call them cool.
And that's right. Cool. That's right. Especially when you purchase them from us.
Right.
It gets cooler.
Only the cool kids have koozies.
That's right. Stay cool.
I don't know why
everybody.
I remember all the boys in high school had one. I was homeschooled, so I really wouldn't know.
She watched too many movies. So tonight we're going to be interviewing a great guy. You obviously know who he is because we just said hello to him and introduced him. Hey, look, R2, you mentioned about the devil and
yeah, and there he
the
is,
Illuminati, and there's my brother, David.
Bam.
Mm-hmm. All right, somebody needs a tray.
What was it? Davy Cricket, right? I think Dave Whitey said that last time. Davy Cricket.
We summoned the cricket.
King of the final frontier. Isn't that how that song goes?
King of the wild frontier.
Wild
frontier. Yeah.
Why did I say final
Tabitha's
frontier?
the on the fly
like
because of Galaxy Quest being inspired by Star Trek.
That's right. That's right. The final frontier.
What was that? Sorry, Sketchy Guy. I missed what you said.
Oh, you're the what do we say? The editor on the fly.
I am.
Yeah, why not?
Apparently.
Okay.
And then we got Avery.
I'm going to write it on the screen. Dreaming Tabitha, editor on the fly.
Editor on the fly. Okay.
Kaylee says hello.
Dan MC Arena.
That's right.
See, circle Tabitha. Oh.
Did I miss anybody?
What, Avery Cruz? Did you say him?
I think I missed somebody that's related to you, Tabitha.
Yeah, my mom and my sister-in-law.
So hello, mom and sister-in-law.
Hello there.
And then when my mom comes on, we'll say hello to
Say
mom
hello
as
to
well.
her too.
That's right. We'll say hello to many moms.
Amber, how rude. Oh, don't you hate autocorrect?
Yes. Let's ride.
Like the wind, bullseye.
That's right. So yeah, what is his saying in this movie? Never give up, never surrender. Doesn't he say that in a Toy Story movie? One of them.
I don't think so,
Yes.
because
I think he does.
Some version of it.
Does he say a version of it?
Obviously not in the first one.
Because it sounded familiar. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it was the first one.
No, it couldn't have been the first one, because the first one, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it 1995 when it was made? This movie came out in 1999.
That's true.
Word
up. So it was one of them, in-betweeners. Then.
Okay.
I don't remember, but I think I do remember hearing that before.
I wouldn't doubt.
So, anyways, and it's kind of cool that he's playing a space guy in Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fits. Maybe that's why they picked him. Anyways, let's get into the.
He's kind of a space cadet,
right? He is. Let's get into the Inter-review.
Yes.
With Sketchy Guy first, shall we? All right. So, Sketchy Guy.
And
not sure if you cared to have me use your real name, but I'll just say Sketchy Guy for now.
Sure.
Yeah, Dan keeps using my real name, even though I would prefer that nobody know it and use by my pseudonym there. But whatever.
Oh no, you can totally use my real name. It's Schmendrick Smith.
What was it? Schmushmendrick? Okay. Schmushmendrick.
Mr.
Smith.
Try to
you
say
can
that.
call me Bob.
All right. To infinity and beyond. That's right, Dax. That's what we're doing. Right now we're beyond the infinity. So
we made it to the end.
That's right. So Sketchy Guy. Let's see here. Let's start with some simple stuff. How did you start? How did you start your journey on drawing things or people?
That is a great question, and honestly, I don't think I've ever had anyone ask me where I started. So thank you for that.
Oh, really?
So we're the first. Yeah, you heard it here first on Inside the Booth.
That's right. Yeah. You heard it here first.
He let it out of the box.
I did.
Actually, my dad was a civil engineer, and he had these huge pads of paper that he'd bring home and give them to me to draw on. And honestly, the first thing I remember drawing are Sesame Street characters, specifically Cookie Monster and Bert and Ernie.
Oh
wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So imagine a 4 or 5 year old kid sitting on the ground in front of the TV, just drawing with Crayolas. That's how I started. That's what started all of this madness.
Really?
I understand.
Yeah.
So how did you start perfecting it, and when did you start drawing for people?
Well, so my dad used to be. No, I'm kidding.
It's all about your dad.
Yeah, why not?
Of course.
Oh, geez. Like professionally for people.
Yeah,
probably
professionally.
Yeah, let's go. I'm a professional.
That's right.
So anyway, well, I went to school in Chatsworth, California, and I did some drawings for the high school newspaper, which were terrible, but editorial cartooning. I really didn't like them. Looking back at them, they're awful. But because of that, I ended up going to competitions run by LA Times, and I actually won an editorial cartoonist or cartooning thing with LA Times. That gave me the go ahead, really, to start sending my stuff into other magazines and newspapers all over the place.
Oh, that's cool. Very cool. R2 asks, which kind of goes inside with my other question. He asks, what was your favorite Sunday paper comic strip? Which will also, you can answer that first, and then I'll bring up the other question.
Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh,
Of course.
yeah.
I mean, who didn't like that one? I think I liked that
Well,
one.
I liked other ones, but the artwork is what just drew me to Bill Watterson. And what was really interesting to me is I was struggling. I think we were kind of talking about this before, is where you try to make everything perfect and it kind of falls apart. And
Yeah.
I was watching this PBS special on Charles Schultz, and he literally says it's not going to be perfect, just draw it. So he's sitting there sketching all these different characters of his, and that clicked with me, and decided that's what I'm going to do. Well, years later, I was trying to draw like Bill Watterson, and he's on this TV program, and he says, you know, his biggest influence was Charles Schultz. I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. I'm just going to take off from there.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. All right. Before I keep going, I just want to say hello to Brightest D4Y.
Brightest day. I think that's supposed to spell day.
Right, but it says D4Y, so that's why I didn't say day.
Oh.
Anyways, hello, Brightest Day. How are you? So that would kind of coincide with the next question: is your inspiration? What inspired you? How you got inspired by going full force with being more on the, doing it as, like you said, professional wise. So I'm guessing that
wow,
one guy you just mentioned was part of it. Must be right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But go ahead and
I
give us
actually
some
had
insight.
a teacher in high school also who drew comics for a specific men's magazine.
Oh, okay.
Which we won't go into details, but he would start every class by drawing himself on the board, teaching the lesson in the cartoon format.
Nice. Yes. Hello,
Subliminal
Maria.
messaging. Yes, it's right here.
I didn't want to interrupt, but I want to acknowledge
you didn't interrupt at all. Go ahead, Tabitha. So, yeah, I don't even know where we were. Thanks.
Your inspiration about the guy drawing something on the board.
Oh,
drawing
yes.
himself.
Okay, so
was it?
he would draw a picture of himself teaching the class, and like teaching whatever the topic was that day. And he ended up leaving teaching and going to draw cartoons full time when I was in high school, and it was another magic moment for me. It's like, oh, you can make money doing this now. I attempted to go to art college years ago, but I'll tell you my reaction to art school was not favorable. I didn't get the foundation I needed to be at the level I'm at. So I struggle with certain things, and real artists will understand that. But when I was in art classes, I would want to get going. Like they'd put something up and say, you have 3 days to draw this. And I would draw 30 of them in 3 minutes. And it was just, not all of them were good, but there was a lot of them. And an art teacher of mine in college actually said, he called me the microwave artist.
Nice.
Microwave.
And I think he meant that as a compliment. I dropped his class. I was like,
That's how you responded. Yeah. Kind of sensitive,
It was an
aren't you?
emotional response. It was an emotional response. It was.
You're the
Well,
fast food of artistry, I guess, right? You're like the
Yes.
McDonald's
Yes,
compared to the the sit down Italian restaurant where you sit there for hours with a cup of wine or a glass of wine.
You can't drink wine at McDonald's?
If you bring
doing
it
it
in,
wrong.
you probably could.
McDonald's has gone through
Sure,
quite a few changes in the past couple of years, so who knows at this point?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So my brother says that's a cool way to teach, though. Drawing on the board.
Yeah.
Cartoon wise. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, so that's cool that you had a teacher like that. Drawing himself.
That was straight
on the
from
board.
Satan? Wait.
Right. Don't trust those compliments, father of lies.
That's funny.
Look what happened to the world when you start listening. No, I'm just kidding.
Anyways, it's okay to be a Renaissance man. That's right. It is okay
Or
to be a
woman.
Renaissance man.
Person. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what Matthew Bigwig
Mhm.
said. And Matthew is one of our editors. So
Oh, yeah. Matthew, what's up?
yeah. You drew him twice, I
Yeah.
should say. You drew him
Couple
twice,
times.
actually. That's right.
Yeah, once really badly, and then twice. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Maria said
I
that
remember
her
the
hoodie
first time.
from
Oh,
Sketchy
yeah.
Guy is coming in 2 days. Yes.
Oh, cool. Do you have your hoodie there, Tabitha?
No.
You're like, no.
It's a dry cleaner.
It's hanging right over there where I can see it. In my picture.
But you can't grab it to show people.
I
Jeez.
wore it last week. You expect me to wear the same outfit twice in a row?
Well, last week you can wash it
Yeah.
during.
I know,
and then
but
the
twice
next
in a
week
row
comes-
for shows? I don't think so. I'm just kidding.
Um,
I decided to wear my sports gear because I thought it kind of looked like the outfits from the movie that we'll be reviewing later on.
Oh,
I was halfway
Nice.
tempted when you
Nice.
told me Sketchy Guy was going to be here. I'm like, I really should wear that sweatshirt. But literally, I was like, I just wore that sweatshirt. I'm not
Nice,
a fashionista or anything like that, but it did go through my mind. See, he's representing
I
himself.
literally got this shirt just so I could do other shows.
It's pretty
that's
cool.
cool. I like it
that.
anyway.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Matthew said that your drawing's awesome. He looks like Dale from King of the Hill, in his opinion.
David said his drawing is the best, but remember, we don't trust what he says.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty cool. I guess he
Mr.
did have
Burns.
a. That's right. He had that issue with why does he look maniacal or something? I don't know what.
See, it was providential.
Looks
Providence.
you look good. You look like you're smiling to me, but I don't know. Everybody's got their preference.
Let's get that. It's like that Mona Lisa smile. You're not really sure what she's up to.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Actually, I think mine's the best. Mine.
I'm humble, so I don't think mine's the best. There.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
Just counter
Sketchy
everybody.
Guy, the best. What are you talking about?
Right, there you go.
He draws himself. Everybody.
Yes.
Right.
He draws.
I did that
himself.
one time in art class. Did not look like me. I've never done it ever again.
That's funny. See, there's another difference right there because, like, when you're the kazoo of woodwinds,
Right.
you tend to draw everything slightly like you. So the trick is changing it so it's somebody else. It's weird.
I hope that none of my paintings look like me, especially my most recent work. That would be scary. If you keep up with me on Twitter, you know I don't want to look anything like my recent painting. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, who knows? Maybe there's a little something of me in there. I hope not.
It's the blood and the sweat.
Yeah.
Smash that like button. Thank you, Kaylee. And I know R2, I saw that earlier. You said vanquish the like button. Yes,
thank
everybody.
you.
Vanquish that like button and
Ahoy.
help the algorithm. Algorithm. How do you say that, anyways? I hear
Algorithm.
people say it like three different ways. But whatever. All right, so
Yeah.
Sketchy Guy, what is your favorite movie of all time?
Oh, that's a hard question.
Wow, that is
That
coming from you. That is such
really
a
the question.
pointed question.
That's right.
Start with
Can I
something
make a
simpler.
list?
Like, what is your favorite color?
That's right.
Blue.
Blue. There you go. Good answer. It's up there,
What-
Steve.
Did you get
Good
that right?
answer.
Wait a minute. We forgot one. What is the airspeed velocity of unladen swallow?
2. No, wait.
Nope. You gotta say which one.
One.
A European or
Yeah.
African swallow?
Good or an African?
How do you know so much about
Yeah.
swallows? You got to know those things while you're a king.
You gotta know those things
Anyways.
when you're on Inside the Booth. It's kind of like a rite of passage. Quote that movie
That's right.
almost every time.
And I'm here without my coconuts. So
That's right. That's right. What's wrong with you? Yeah, that's right.
okay, so
I'm looking
let's
for
break it
something to
down.
smash together. Yeah, go ahead.
So, favorite sci-fi movie? Rogue One.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
You want to break it down that way?
Favorite-
Sure. Tell us your favorite sci-fi.
Yeah, that's how I have to do it. I
favorite-
can't say my favorite movie. I got to break it into categories. There's just too many.
Right? And then my favorite, I guess, horror film would be Final Destination. All of them.
Final Destination.
And then my favorite sci-fi horror film is Aliens.
I've never seen.
Aliens, huh? That one freaked me out.
Not
I don't
Alien,
think I've
but
ever-
Aliens. Are we talking like? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all
the
right.
first one.
Well, the first one is Alien, isn't it? The
Alien,
second
the
one is
first
Alien.
one, all the way. Yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
it's
Those
called
two
Alien.
movies, those are awesome.
Oh, okay.
Alien and then Aliens.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
both more. Well, Aliens is more like a. You take an action hero like Stallone, put him in that, he'd fit. But Alien is more suspense, darker.
Okay, right.
I don't like blood, gore, guts. I think that's ridiculous in most cases. Sometimes it makes sense with a story, but nah.
So you're not a
Not
Braveheart
into that.
fan?
Okay, so
That's
what
not,
other
that's not a
genres?
horror film, though.
Oh no,
Oh, well,
that's
that's
necessary.
Romantic comedies.
Um,
Historical
romantic
fiction.
comedy is truly, madly, deeply.
Okay, I don't think I've ever.
I've never
heard of
seen
that
it.
one.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, that's a good one, and it's really sad. I know it's a really sad comedy. I love it.
It's really
Love it.
sad. I love it.
Let's
love a
see.
sad comedy.
Historical fiction, either Patriot or Braveheart.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. Patriots.
I was
really
gonna say
good.
Babe.
Yeah, you're right.
Babe, Pig in the
yeah,
City.
Yeah, that's a great historical movie.
Historical document.
That's right.
Right. Exactly.
A talking pig, talking spiders. Hey, what else we got?
Hey, that'll do.
That's right. Don't forget about the campfires.
Campfires.
That's right. If there's a campfire, apparently at Inside the Booth, campfires make movies, manly movies.
So if you've ever seen Ever
So,
After,
like, man,
you know it's a very
like-
manly movie. It's even a manlier movie than what was it? Was it Rambo or Rocky? Yeah, it's a manlier movie than Rocky because they have a
no. You said Expendables because there's no
Oh.
campfires. Just
Expendables. That's right.
explosions.
Ever After is more of a manly
So-
film than the Expendables.
So is Predator that big bonfire? Is that a campfire?
Yeah,
It has to be a
of course.
campfire. It can't be an explosion.
Bonfires
It
are
can't be
campfires.
just setting your T-shirt on fire. It's got to be a campfire.
That's her thinking.
That is not my definition of a campfire.
It is.
That is the
I think
definition.
a bonfire is a campfire. Anyway.
Well, a bonfire, is a campfire. You're camping around the bonfire.
And I think an explosion can turn into a campfire.
But it technically is still not a campfire.
But after it explodes, it's still on fire later. So you can use that as
Did this just turn into a rumble?
About campfire.
Come on.
Pick your battles. Pick your battles.
Fire period.
Oh, he wants fire period.
Yeah, that's right.
That is not the rules. Look, David be changing the rules of the game. That's what the devil does. Yea, hath God said. That's how this all mess started.
Oh man, so funny.
So,
anyways, let's get back to the Sketchy Guy's interview. Everybody.
By the way, I just want to throw this up here, Sketchy Guy. You should be honored. Okay, I'm an artist too, and when I got on here, I'm bringing this up every time. I am a woman scorned. All right, David was over there washing dishes with my interview, and didn't have any questions prepared for me. It was like, so Tabitha, what do you do? Like, well,
I dry dishes.
So I gotta throw that every time we interview somebody, especially an artist. Gotta be like, all right, I just let you know you should be honored.
Tabitha, do you have any questions?
Do I have any questions? Well,
yeah. Did you come up with any questions for him?
Like when it comes to doing caricatures, I've seen, of course, you go to the fair and things like that, and you see quite the variety. How easy or difficult is it for you to, when you're drawing a person, like to know what to exaggerate? Because again, each kind of caricature for artist is different. Like, how do you just whatever speaks to you, or do you actually try to find something?
Sometimes it's obvious, but the problem is sometimes that obvious is something that someone is self-conscious of. So you don't want to bring that out.
Right.
But you also don't want to minimize it because then it doesn't look like them.
Yeah.
So really it's whatever's in the moment. But I mean, I could draw you guys 3 or 4 times. You're going to look completely different. But as soon as someone sees it, they may go, oh, that's Tabitha. That's Dan. That's Satan. Whatever. So, that's just kind of the way it goes. Yeah.
We need a new sketch where David's is kind of just like a glowing bluish figure, kind of like a Jedi after they pass away. It's just kind of there because David's there.
The
ghost. I was seriously going to draw him, and I'm sorry, this is just what I have in front of me. Just something like that.
Like
make him like Awa from Avatar, like just a little white floating thing.
Now he's gonna go do dishes. Thanks, Tabitha.
Thanks, Tabitha.
Wow, dishes got to be done by somebody, I guess.
Yeah.
Maria's not bitter. She over there. She's like, at least you didn't get invited to a movie with an actor you don't like.
That's true. I like what Dax says. Force Ghost David.
Force Ghost David. Oh, see, now you're just making it sound cool. That does sound pretty cool.
It does.
Jeez. Does anyone have an actor they really don't like? Like just is like nails on the chalkboard?
Oh, for Maria, it's
it's Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller, yeah. Me, no, you know what? I think I like most actors.
Depends on what the role is, but
yeah, probably depends on the role.
I'm not a huge fan of Emma Stone, but it's not like a hater. I just don't really prefer her in anything I've ever seen. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at her.
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson. I've only ever seen her as Captain Marvel, so I can't really make a decision on that. And I'm not basing it off of her as a person. I'm basing it off of her acting skills.
Yeah, her acting skills. Yeah. I mean, I think Brie Larson had a couple of good acting movies. I don't really remember them much.
I don't remember know what else she was in besides Captain Marvel.
So memorable. Anyways, I don't know. I don't think I have someone like that. There was
I
one
tend to
time.
always give them a chance.
Yeah, me too.
The way I look at it is every film has some sort of redeeming value, and you
I
have
think
to
so.
find it, with very, very few exceptions.
All right, so Tabitha, we were saying hi to your mom earlier. Hi, Mom. Hi to my mom now.
Mrs. Hi, Mrs. Dan's mom.
Mrs. Dan's mom. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if I have someone that I don't
There
like.
is somebody,
If
but I
do,
can't think of who
if
it
I
is
do,
right now.
it's probably someone I don't remember because I didn't care about their movie and I've never
Ooh.
seen it again. So it's not like
You guys
I
are gonna
watch
hate me.
movies. Yeah, tell me what is yours?
So there was this guy who did this really, really good movie, and everyone loved it, and I wasn't a huge fan.
Oh,
Kevin
nice.
Costner.
You don't like Kevin Costner?
Which movie?
I didn't like him
at
until
the
I saw.
time.
Yeah, until I saw Open Range.
I like
Open
him.
Range
And
is a
after I saw
really
Open Range,
good
I went back
movie.
and I actually
Oh,
bought
man.
a bunch of his movies.
Did you? Open Range is a really good movie. Which movie? So tell us, what movie was it that you didn't like him in? That you say everybody liked?
Dances with Wolves.
Oh, yeah, that was okay. I mean, it wasn't the
Yeah.
best movie. It was definitely.
And everyone was going crazy.
I will tell you this: it was definitely a boring movie because it was just him in an abandoned
Dancing with
place.
Wolves? Oh.
Yeah, and that was it. It's just, and all you're watching is him. I think they could have made the movie better if they wrote it better. I'm not sure if it was his acting or if it was the way it was written. For me, my personal opinion.
Never actually.
I will tell you, I learned a lot about him after I saw Open Range. First of all, he never got a part when he was in school.
Yeah.
Never. And he just had to act. He was so driven to act. And it just made him a better director, writer, producer, actor, all across the board. And now I have a huge amount of respect for the guy.
Nice. Well, that's good. My brother says, watch our review on Open Range.
That's
yes,
right.
we
Yes,
did do
everybody.
One. Yes, everybody go watch it right now. No, not right now, but
not right now. Not
when
right
we're
now. After
when
the
we're
show.
done with the show. But yeah, that review is a good review that we did, and that's that's a good movie. That is one of my favorite movies of Kevin Costner. One of my more favorite movies, I guess.
Yes.
To say. I mean, Waterworld was good, but I
actually really liked him in Silverado too.
Silverado. Okay. I don't know if I remember that one. But
he was the kid that was full of energy, and when someone said, "Oh, he died, he fell off his horse," and his brother goes, "He fell off his horse." He was like, "He's fine. It's good." He doesn't fall off his horse. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'll have to rewatch that one because I don't think I remember it much.
Yeah, that was a weird movie too.
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, I was gonna say The Postman was better than Waterworld, and they were both apocalyptic type movies,
Yes.
So, because Maria said Postman. Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've seen that.
Ford Mercury.
That's right. I remember Ford Mercury. He was a cool guy. He was cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, so
what's that on your shelf behind you, Dan? I see something.
Yeah. By the
way, stop getting so close. You're getting into my bubble.
By the way, everybody, Sketchy Guy has something that he sells.
Well, I sold out.
Oh, and he sold out of one of them. So we got issue 1. And this was done by
Oh.
Sketchy Guy, Professor
That's
G and Blake. Comic books, everybody. You like comics? Go get
I
his
do.
comics.
Where
Go
can
get
we
it
get
now.
his comics?
Where can we get your comics there, Sketchy Guy?
Well, there are still digital versions available on sketchyguyNV.com. Digital download link. And if you're really interested in getting a hard copy, the only place that has any issues now that I can think of is Comic Kingdom in Reno. You have to order them direct.
Oh.
Ding,
Fancy.
ding.
Very cool. Very cool.
That's really cool.
Sweet. So yeah, so everybody go check out some of his stuff. What else we got? I know I've been skipping a lot of your guys' questions and things. Has anybody been following up? I haven't been. Sorry, everybody.
Some of them weren't necessarily questions.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah. So then there you go. So well, that you already kind of answered that. Sorry, I'm looking at my questions now.
No, that's fine. How'd you get into this, Dan?
Into this? Oh boy. Now you're interviewing me. All right. How did I get into doing like this, like the live stuff, or just this channel in general, or like I don't know. What do you mean? Everything, all of it?
Yes.
Your life. How did you get
So-
into life?
How did I get into life?
Where did you start?
It started off when I was, I guess you
A
could
wee
say,
lad.
I started off when I was a youngling, back in my youngling years. What was it? I was too old to be trained, but I did it anyways. I think I was about 12 years old when I first started doing videos. That's when I got caught up into doing it. One of our friends had a camcorder. We filmed something, and I said, I like this. I want to do this the rest of my life. So then, eventually I would buy my own camcorder. We'd film a bunch of stuff. And we did. We started filming things in high school, out of high school. Did some stuff for churches. Well, for the church that I was in, we did some missionary type videos. So every once a month, when the mission month came up, we would have a video playing for that, trying to get people give money for missionaries. So that's kind of like I kept doing that for a while. And then there's a part in my life where I was kind of done with doing videos, because, and it wasn't that much of my life that I was done doing videos. Just a lot of things that happened in life, a life story for another time. But then I got back into it, and it was always in me. So I would always film for ministries and stuff. So I went to Florida in 2000. Oh, David's leaving.
Of course.
Yeah, goodbye, David.
Going to Canada.
Right.
I look forward to your letters.
Yes. So then after that, I say we all the time because my brother was a part of it, obviously. And the one that's from Canada. Anyway, that I recently became a friend that was the cricket in my basement. But
This story is
but
evolving.
he was with me my whole life. But my recent discovery was with me my whole life. Anyways, we started doing films and stuff, and we started doing we got Tabitha laughing.
Escape Cruise. The first rule of Galaxy Quest: we don't talk about Galaxy Quest.
Avery Cruz. We'll get there. We'll get there. Give me a little bit here. So,
What's Galaxy
so
Quest?
I don't know. So long story short, I started doing films for a ministry, and then in this ministry that I was in, I was trying to get them to do, get better at YouTube and stuff like that, and they didn't want it. So I decided, well, let me pray about it, because I've always wanted to do like YouTube stuff. Didn't know what to do. Prayed about it for a while, probably about a year, and then God gave me the idea to to come up with doing movies, because I love movies, and then we do movie reviews on things that I like about movies. So decided to do that, and then about a year and 2 months ago was when we started doing live shows. And I always wanted to interview people, and I was like, you know what, obviously at first you always want to interview the famous people, right? Man, I would love to interview Mel Gibson and Stallone.
You want a number?
Huh? What happened? Am I like not reading something I should be reading?
No, you said you wanted to interview Mel Gibson. I asked if you wanted his number.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, if you had it. Not sure if you have it. You probably do.
He's my neighbor.
Sweet. You live
He's
in
not
California.
Standing up right now, but
yeah. Nice. So then, then I started just finding people on the internet, and I said, we're a small channel. Let's help out small channels and watch everybody grow together, Yeah.
Tabitha's beating up her equipment.
What's that?
That was the arm handle of my chair.
She's breaking stuff.
It's free. Just hold
nice. So that's pretty much it.
Did you ever see a movie a long time ago called I think Dangerous Place?
Not sure. I don't think so.
That was the guy in the background.
That was the guy in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, you were the guy in the background.
I used to do extra work years ago.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. Sweet. I've always wanted to do stuff like that. But I never got into it. I should have, but I didn't. And a part of me wanted to stay in the Christian realm, so I tried asking other Christian people if I could, be a part of what they're doing or whatever, and they're like, "Well, no." And so I was kind of let down and felt bad. So after that, I just decided to keep doing my own thing. So, but I actually
keep doing you.
Them, that's right. I kept doing me. I actually told them, I'll come up there for free, live for free. Just give me some food. I don't care where I sleep, I want to help out with these movie things. But they were like, nah, that's okay. So I was like, all right, I'll do me. I'll do my own thing then. Goodbye, everybody. So that was it. So what movie were you an extra in?
And here we are.
And here we are, yeah.
I believe it was called A Dangerous Place. It was very small, direct to, I almost said beta, video. We definitely lost Tabitha, though.
It looks like it. She's still... Good. I'm glad you're fine. I've seen Johnny Dangerously. That's what Matthew says. I don't know if I've ever seen that one either.
Once.
Once? You've only seen it once? Nice. So A Dangerous Place was a movie. What was it? Like a B movie or something? So I'm not really finding anything.
Awful movie.
Yeah.
A very small production company, and they were trying to feature a little kid that happened to know some martial arts as an actor, and they had him for like 5 movies. And honestly, I think Corey Feldman was in it. It was just some random movie that, he was stuffed in the back of a Toyota and driven there. And sorry, I was quoting Galaxy Quest again.
I wonder why.
Nice. That's
Wait, are
cool.
we supposed to actually talk about Galaxy Quest, or is that?
Apparently not. According to Avery
Yeah.
Cruz, no.
So, I guess if we want to get into it right now, sure. Let's get into Galaxy Quest. The movie that everybody else has been waiting for, apparently.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kept asking about it.
Especially people with notebooks.
And that's right.
Don't make fun of my notebooks. They're sketch.
All right, so
it's on track.
All right, so Tabitha, you tell us what the plot is. Galaxy Quest.
I would love
you
to.
go first. Ladies
Okay.
first tonight.
Thank you. So, the movie, for those who don't know, it's basically a spoof of kind of like Star Trek. It's a bunch of actors that were one time big famous actors of a Star Cruiser Galaxy Quest show, and they were, they were really popular. And then, of course, many years afterwards, the show is no longer on air, but it still gets a lot of hype. But the actors haven't really gone anywhere with their life. All they're known for.
Would you call this a parody or a spoof of like?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a mock. What did it call? Yeah, but yeah, basically it was a spoof of Star Trek. I did some behind the scenes research, and so they're nothing really special anymore except for this one show. And the main guy, Tim Allen, is featured in it. You've got Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman, Tony Shalhoub, Sam Rockwell, a whole bunch of other people in this film. They're the main characters. And Tim Allen's character is the only one that still thrives off of the past experience, while everybody else wants to just kind of forget that it ever happened because that's all they're ever known for. During a Comic-Con that they're... Tim Allen's character is greeted by these alien people, but of course, because it's a comic convention, everybody's dressed up, and he just thinks that they're fans. And they tell him that their planet is in distress, and they need him and his crew to come save them because they think that the TV show it's a historical document of Earth's greatest, people, if you will, or heroes. And so they try to get their help to help them defeat the bad guy, not knowing that they're just actors. The actors think that it's a gig for a different show since they've been out of work for so long. They take up the quest and then quickly find out that it's very real, changes their life, and then they try to live up to being the actors or the figures that they're being portrayed as, and of course, save the day.
Yes. A lot like Babe.
That's right.
Totally like Babe, Pig in the City.
Yeah. Same thing.
Yeah.
So, Sketchy Guy, why do you keep bringing up Babe? Is that like a movie you were in?
It has to do something about his father because he kept mentioning his father earlier. I'm just going to say all things back to his dad somehow.
My father was a rancher. Yeah, I grew up on a ranch, and I was the third sheep on the left.
Okay.
In that one scene.
I could tell.
Scene.
Nice. And
it was bad.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
Phil, to answer your question, yes, the late, great Alan Rickman played in this film and was the man who played as Severus Snape in the Harry Potter series.
I loved that guy.
Oh,
loved him. First time I saw him was in Die Hard.
Yeah.
I've never seen Die Hard.
Well, there's too much swearing in it, Tabitha.
I know, which is the reason I would watch that movie. I mean, I do love Bruce Willis, but I would watch that movie solely just for the snippets of Alan Rickman, even though I know he plays as the bad guy. But I may have a little bit of a crush on him. He has such a great voice. I have like all the audio.
Crush on him anymore. He's dead.
Well, there are weird people out there, Dan. I'm just saying, I'm not perfect, and
you just admitted to it.
No, he has such a phenomenal voice. I wish he would have read more audiobooks. I got what I could off of Audibles, but I'm telling you what, that man's voice. Yes.
Die Hard was his first major role. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, look, Vader Reviews is here.
Oh,
have you been here earlier, Vader? Mr. Vader Reviews?
By Grabthar's hammer, by the sons of the world, you shall be avenged.
No, avenged.
Don't say it. I mean it. Don't say it.
That was
I was going to say, does that make him the first Avenger movie?
Wrong hammer. Who's on the other planet?
He's the alien
Missed
Thor.
it by that much.
Alien Thor, that's right.
I like the plot for this film. I think that it's not really an original idea necessarily, you know, actors who think that they're in a show, but it's not. But at the same time, they pulled it off so well. Like, it's just, I think it's a gem of a movie. I don't think it gets enough recognition for what it is. It's brilliantly made.
Yeah, it is. It is. I like the movie, so I'll give it a point.
Oh, yeah.
The plot is a point. What about you, Sketchy Guy?
I was going to hit the golden buzzer, but I don't have it.
Oh,
so,
man, too bad.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like it's unfortunate that it doesn't have the and that happened.
Special effects. I do what I can.
Just CG confetti. That in later.
Yeah, CG some confetti in.
I
agree. It's underrated.
Wrong one. Where is he?
Tabitha, you clicking on everything? Okay, go ahead.
Trying not to.
That's right. Whitey. He just came from the captain's quarters, probably. Yo 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 ho. You forgot yo ho, my
That's
friend.
Right.
That's funny.
But you were saying, Sketchy Guy.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry. Yes, totally underrated.
Oh, just summarize.
Just to summarize. I honestly I thought that the cast did such a great job, even if people had a problem with the material, they just did a great job.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought Sigourney Weaver, to see her in that role, I was not really excited, but then she just played it so well that I ended up loving her part in it too. And the way they poke fun at the Star Trek series while still taking themselves seriously in the show it's great. Love it.
Yeah,
it is.
Can I give 10 points? Because that
I know, right? It was definitely, I think, an interesting casting choice. You know, I never in a million years would have put, you know, Sigourney Weaver with Alan Rickman, Tim Allen with Tony Shalhoub. Like, it just was, I think that was very interesting. I think it was kind of a risky casting choice, to be honest, but I think they all worked really well together. You know, Sigourney Weaver, it was either going to blow up or be excellent, and I'm so glad it was excellent. Sigourney Weaver and Alan Rickman, I think they did such a great job working together as being basically being the friends of the obnoxious snob, which was Tim Allen's character, who always took all the spotlight and everything, which that was so funny when Alan Rickman's character walks into, and like, he saves all those people from dying, right? And he walks in and he's got his hands and he's like, you know, they're all cheering and clapping and they're like, the commander, speaking of Tim Allen, has rescued us. And he's like, it's just not fair, because he never gets the spotlight.
Yeah, that was funny. Dave says Sigourney Weaver was hot.
I think one of my.
She was. Speaking as a straight woman, she absolutely was.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
We get the dark side of Tabitha today. I don't know.
I just need to clarify. That's all.
All right. Well,
yes, I heard that.
They were going to do a Galaxy Quest TV show?
So they were going to do something else with it, either another movie or like a TV show. And a lot of people, the same crew members, were on board for it. However, Alan Rickman had developed cancer and was battling with that. And then, of course, unfortunately, eventually died. And so I don't know if Orville is basically what they took from that. But as far as all that's concerned, the idea got canned because he wasn't there.
Orville's another one that didn't get all the credit it deserved.
I've never seen it. I have it on my save list. I have it in my queue, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I don't think I've seen it. Sorry. Sorry,
Okay.
Seth. That's a tribute to Star Trek. Oh,
Oh, okay.
so Seth, you're talking about the guy that does all the
McFarlane.
yeah, that one, yeah,
Oh, okay.
guy that does all
He
the
does Stewie's
some of
voice.
the yeah, some of the grody cartoons there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, some of them were funny, but then, they're not as funny anymore as they used to be. Just saying, my opinion. Maybe I grew up. Maybe that's why they're not as funny. But
You did say maybe you grew up?
yeah, I said maybe I grew up. Like, got a little
Okay.
bit more mature, maybe.
Only
You
on
learned how to
Thursday.
use air quotes.
Yeah.
Got
That's
it.
right.
Yes.
That's funny.
Did I tell you if you hit Dwayne Johnson, but you will hit rock bottom?
I think he meant his butt. If you hit Dwayne Johnson's butt, you will hit rock bottom. Boys.
Oh, like butt as in butt.
If you hit his
spelled the
keister,
wrong
you will
butt.
hit rock bottom.
Because you spelled the wrong butt. Because I read that totally wrong. I'm like, butt. You. I was like,
You can only
But,
hit
like-
rock bottom once.
that's right.
That's true. I'm sure of that.
All right. So let's go with acting. Since some of the greatest actors alive were in it, we already kind of talked about them. And since we already kind of talked about them, I'm going to say the acting was excellent. I will give it a point.
Yeah.
Same here.
Nope.
Loved it. It carried it totally.
Definitely.
Not that it needed carrying, I guess.
I will say, like, I did enjoy that scene where, Sigourney Weaver, they're all gathered around the table trying to figure things out. And I didn't realize that the computer only recognized her voice. And so, I was trying to figure out, like, what her significance was. And of course, it was funny that her castmates didn't even know what her significance was in the show back in the 80s, And so he's like, that's getting really annoying because she repeats everything the computer says. She's like, hey, I've got one job. It's stupid, but I'm going to do it. And I'm like, we should all have that outlook. Like, no matter what we're doing, if we have a job to do, we better just do it to our fullest capacity.
It's stupid, but I'm doing it.
But I'm doing it.
That's right.
Oh, and when Tim Allen goes to his castmates to tell them about the Thermians, but he can't pronounce their names, and he was like, they were termites or Dalmatians. I don't remember. I was hungover. She was a fan. She's a termite.
She's a termite.
That was funny.
It's funny they didn't say thespian.
Right.
Can only fit so many things.
Thespian. Actor.
Thespian. That's right.
Yeah. That would have been great because they were all actors.
Right.
Yeah. That is how you kill a show.
We're done. All right. Goodbye.
So does everybody know even some of the other guys? Sam Rockwell was Guy. And then he got a last name at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
That was kind of
funny.
That
Not only a last name, he also got like a nickname too. Like I forget what his name was, but it was like Guy something Rock, something like this. There was actually quite a few actors in here that are more prominent now, like than I remember. Like Rainn Wilson from The Office, he was in this movie. I think you can't really recognize a lot of them because of their haircut and because they're all painted white. But he was in there. Missy Pyle was in there. You're
talking about Dwight Schrute?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm pretty sure I saw him in the limo there. I thought that was him. That was him. Yes.
Patrick Breen, Jed Reeves, like people that you see in other movies, and they may not be like top actors like Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver, but you've seen them in a million other movies. and they're just kind of there. And I was really shocked when I saw Rainn Wilson. And once you see it, you can't unsee it because he's just got those eyes, that weird look. But I think the acting, I definitely give it a point. There's a lot of good actors in here. It was just really well done. I don't know how people do movies like this and keep a straight face. When Thermians start speaking or they're laughing, they're like, he has saved. Like, how many takes does that? Yeah. How many takes does that do? Like, how professional do you have to be to not laugh out loud? I would love to see the gag reel for this movie.
Right, exactly. I like the part where he's like, yeah. And I like when he's like beat up, he's sitting in there smiling. He goes, but why? But why? With a big smile, like it doesn't faze him much.
Or in the limousine when the girl's not speaking and Tim Allen's like, "What's wrong with her? Why didn't she talk?" And he's like, "Oh, her translator's broken." And she's like, how do people do that? Oh my gosh! I don't know.
When she did the scene with Shaloub in the transporter room, the love scene with the tentacles.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was so funny. I was like, that's just awkward and weird
and funny.
It's like, oh, that's not right.
That's not right.
That's not right. Oh my gosh. That was weird too. I was like I said, doing some research and watched the behind the scenes thing, and I don't know if you guys caught it, but Tony Shalhoub's character, both his real life persona and his actor persona, they portrayed him as Asian, and that was on purpose, like another spoof. Because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Tony Shalhoub is Lebanese, and he's clearly you can see that he's got where you can assume where his heritage comes from, and his last name was Chen, I think, in real life, and then on the show he was Kwan, and they did that on purpose.
Right. Well, because the was it the guy from Star Trek? Wasn't he Asian?
Yeah, but he was but the black guy was basically Sulu. Tony Shalhoub's character was Scotty.
Oh, right. So he should have been more like Irishman. You're right.
Did you say Irish? Funny. Shame on you.
He was a Scotsman? Scottish. Oh, sorry. He was Scotsman.
Mitchell,
My bad.
Yes, there we go.
I saw a quote recently that said, "We're all Irish on St. Paddy's Day. Unless you're Scottish, then you're Scottish."
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I'm a mutt. I don't know what I have. I think I have a little Irish in me. I don't know about Scottish, though. That's right. I'm a mutt.
R2 says that we should have done this review in Thermian. That would.
Oh, that's right.
This movie's our only hope.
I wouldn't have been able to do it. No, I just smile the whole time.
Your translator busted.
Sorry. That's right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Dan, you have a challenge. Do the rest of it as a Thermian.
All right. The way they talked in English, or without the translator?
Because it'd be a really weird show.
Would be. Uh-oh. Did I just get a highlight on Twitter? Oh man.
He's doing stuff over there thanks to the technology and the internet.
That's right. It's that thing.
That's gonna go viral. That's a meme waiting to happen.
It
happened before.
It is our own. I can't do the voice.
Your inflections have to be like just kind of weird and.
All right, I'll try.
Stoic,
Ready?
but jovial at the same time.
Cinematography.
Yeah, there you go. Just kind of drag your words out. You gotta smile when you do it, though, Dan. Otherwise, it's not
just did.
real.
Didn't you see it? Come on.
That was a smile.
I don't
Okay.
think she saw it.
Someone's gonna tune in and go, "Is he having a stroke?" No.
What did you think of the cinematography?
That's why I like you, Dan. You just go for it, man. Like, no fear.
Well, we're all actors, and the world is my
Is our
playground.
stage.
No, the stage.
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Nice.
That happened.
Yeah. So maybe it's the Dark Lord in me, but I always thought, what's it say?
Cyrus looked pretty
Cyrus.
wizard. Oddly, he was more intimidating than most MCU villains as well. There, I said it.
Yeah.
Yes, the
You're right.
costuming
He did. Yeah,
for
he
this
was pretty good.
film, I think,
It actually
was
reminded
really
me
great.
of you remember the movie Bug's Life, the grasshopper. It kind of reminded me of the grasshopper there.
A villainous, an even more villainous grasshopper. Yes,
That's
I
right.
do. Like, you know, it was interesting. If you guys noticed, like his shoulder pads and his breastplate, they all moved as well. Like when he was standing there, I'm not saying like they moved
His little wings.
independently. Well, the wings, but also his shoulder
Right.
pads. Like it was like they moved independently as though they were almost like it was a suit of armor that was alive on him. I thought that was interesting, you know. And then the glossy texture on his face and everything. This movie did a really good job with makeup and costuming. Even with the characters, their costumes, again, trying to be portrayed from the TV show. But I think because they were simple, kind of like Star Trek Next Generation, like they weren't fancy, weird, over the top costumes. They were simple, so they just got the job done. They didn't detract from whatever's going around. It just worked. I think that was kind of the beauty of this as well, and probably also made the bad guy look more intimidating because he was more over the top.
Sketchy guy, what are you eating?
Oh, sorry.
You see the wiggles? Do you notice when they run that they would do little wiggles too? Because I try to figure out why are they running like that? Because they're not used to having human legs.
They don't have all 12 of their legs going.
Right.
I liked
one thing I noticed that
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Dan lost character.
And the way that they filmed the old TV show was really kind of grainy, but also kind of videotape. When they get into the actual movie, the real life, it's film, so it looks like it's happening now.
Mm-hmm.
The costuming did not fit. If you look on the TV show when they're showing it's all baggy, and then when you get to the real life, it's all fitted and nice and professional. And so
that's because in real life they got there. I think they got fatter, right? They were supposed to be like skinny mini, and then in real life they got fatter and they didn't fit them.
Dan,
that's what I took out of it.
You missed the scene with The Rock where he lost his shirt.
Oh yes, I do remember that. That was funny. Yeah. That was good. Hey, here's another movie with a rock monster in it. Everybody, remember my couple talks a while back? Remember that, Tabitha, about the rock monster?
Yes.
She doesn't remember. Anyway,
she's going back to her notes. Hold on.
It was her notes.
I didn't write that.
It was so memorable.
What? You gotta tell me now, because now my brain's
you remember we were talking about what was it? Noah and the rock.
That was a while ago. To be fair, that
wasn't that long ago, was it?
Yes, I've been here for nearly 5 months now. It's been a while.
Well, I thought that talk was just last.
It was
month.
Tuesday.
It's still a while ago, man. We've been looking at all these movies.
I think it was 2 Tuesdays ago.
No.
Yeah, when we were doing our faith talk, remember? And we were talking about.
I remember we talked
giants
about
and demons
Noah, but that was a while ago. Wasn't that when we watched Samson?
No, I'm talking about ours in August, the end of August there. The faith review.
You know, I have such a good memory, but I'm
the movie 2012 that we were reviewing.
Okay, I don't remember us talking about the rock monsters during that episode.
I
though.
think we did. I'm pretty sure we did. I don't now. Now you're making me second guess, but I'm pretty sure we did.
Good.
The rock lobster.
Rock lobster.
Rock lobster.
That's funny.
But remember a while ago I said somebody should make a video on all the rock monsters in the movies and put it to the song that the VeggieTales made called Rock Monster.
Probably because I'm not so familiar with VeggieTales. That's why it lapses my memory.
I don't know why you're not, but that's okay. I forgive you.
I mean, like, I remember when VeggieTales kind of came out and it was all the hype, but I was older by then. I didn't watch VeggieTales. No, I don't have children. There's no reason for me to watch VeggieTales.
It doesn't mean anything. I watched it and I was 18.
Oh. I wish you'd been drinking some water at that time. Would have been funny. There we go. Say it again, Dan. I was 18 when I watched
VeggieTales. I was 18 when I watched VeggieTales.
That's about the age I started watching Fraggle Rock. So whatever.
Down to Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock. That's right. But I liked it. I don't know why I liked VeggieTales. You know why? Because the first VeggieTales I saw was the one. Wasn't David and Goliath. There's Joshua and the big wall. And
I remember Larry Boy.
The French peas were on the top, and it reminded me of Mighty Python and the Holy Grail. And the French peas were always picking on the little guys on the bottom, and they were going, "Oh, you can't get that!" And then they throw slushies at them. I think that's why I started liking that show.
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, this reminds me of Monty Python.
Okay.
I'm just gonna watch them all."
We'll have to review
Okay.
VeggieTales now.
VeggieTales gets 1 point for cinematography.
There you go.
That's right. That's right. So, anyways, you're right. Let's get on topic.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about.
Galaxy
Quest.
Yeah, costumes. And then
there's one thing I had an issue with, when he was talking to the one dude, he's like, that wasn't real. That was just a little thing on a wire model. And it was being filmed, a little model. Yeah. But when you first see it on the TV screen at the Comic-Con, it looks like really bad computer graphics. Not a little thing on a wire, which it would have been better if it was a little thing on a wire. But they didn't do that. It looked to me like it was really bad computer graphics. And then obviously the computer graphics were better to make it look like it was more real. But even then, it was kind of... I don't think the computer graphics would be able to hold up to today's standards. That's the only
thing. They were actually pretty good.
I mean, they were good.
Star Trek originally had shuttlecraft. Mm-hmm. And they were superimposed on whatever kind of pre-green screen. Mm-hmm. So they would have had the technology, but I agree with you. I would have loved to see a wire. That would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome. That's right. Yeah, exactly.
I heard the same people. Let's see, it was like a branch off of, I forget the name of the company, but the branch off of the company that worked on the original Star Wars films for the spaceships and outer space and all that kind of stuff. They're the ones that designed the stuff and did all the work, I guess, for the space scenes with the ships and things like that. I thought that was pretty cool because, again, I thought they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, they did do a good job for 1999, of course.
Well, back in 1999, and then, of course, veering off into the next century there, it seemed like all of a sudden when the 2000s started, the whole green screening thing just kind of went over the top and just lost a lot of respect, really. I mean, obviously back in the day it was like, oh, this is so cool, but they just went way over the top. I feel like this film kind of held a lot more integrity with that, obviously trying to implement a lot of the new technology, but it was so much better than if you've ever seen the TV shows like Andromeda and stuff like that. It just, and I know this was a movie, so a bigger budget, but nevertheless, I think that this film did, like I said, compared to a lot of other films in 1909 and even again early 2000s, it's like it was just, I was actually pretty impressed with
Right.
how they lit things, how they animated things to make it look better
Right.
than what a lot of people were doing at that time.
Right. Well, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to give cinematography a point, but that was the only issue I had.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it, like Jurassic Park,
Mm-hmm.
that looked more photorealistic to me.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what magic they had for that, but it was like it still stands the test of time, in my opinion.
It still
and
does.
It's just like,
I think
wow.
it does too. Yeah.
Oh, Dax, don't worry. I'm not knocking Andromeda. I love that TV show. I'm probably the only person in my family that does. Like, I made time to watch that when it was on TV. Of course, it was in German at the time.
German.
But I loved it. Hey, even in German, I loved that show. And when it came to the States, I'm like, I gotta find it. And I couldn't find it. Apparently, it wasn't quite as popular here, I guess. And then just recently I found it again. So I was like, I like that show.
It was on UHF.
Yeah. Oh, UHF.
Okay, my mom said she did like it too. Okay, I was gonna say because like my brother hated it from what I remember. So I was like,
you go, Mom.
That's right. You go. All right, Sketchy Guy. What did you think of cinematography? We already covered the costuming.
Awesome. I mean, I think just the choices that they made to separate the two lives between like when they were actually at the height of the show and when they're coming in, that they did such a great job putting that together and separating it at the same time. I don't know. It was impressive. I think a lot of other movies that try to do that type of thing fail miserably, and they just did it in such a way that it was believable. So 10 points. Gryffindor.
Hufflepuff.
All right, so now the music of the movie, everybody. Music. I'm gonna say it fit. I liked it. It didn't distract me out of the movie, so I'll give it a point. I'm just gonna be simple and quick on that one. Go ahead, Tabitha.
I liked it too. Like you said, simple and quick. It fit. I think the best scene without music is when they're pulling out of the station, and he starts veering into the wall, and all of a sudden you notice the music's not playing anymore. And and then as soon as they actually get out into space, this crescendo just pops out of nowhere. So I'll give it a point for music because I like that a lot.
All right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you could actually hear Taggart moving in his seat and going.
Yeah, he was. He's like.
They just made a lot of really small choices that are perfect. Music's one of them.
Yeah. Definitely. All right. On to the allegory. Sketchy Guy, you can go first. I liked what you said earlier. Yeah, you can. You go first on this one, our guest of honor.
Well, what I saw in the movie was more of a realization of like I've been living my life kind of as like a lie, and I've been acting literally the way that I think I should be acting. And then when it becomes real, I think this movie actually shows it in a great way, because they're thrown in this situation and everyone reacts differently once they realize it's for real. The captain comes out and his first reaction is like, oh, this is cool. And all right, this is for real now. Everything that I was doing that was make-believe is real. But then when he's apologizing or explaining how all the historical records were fake, that's when it really hits him. And that's the point in the movie where it takes that turn, where instead of pretending to be one way, I'm making that decision. So when we're talking about Christian life, it's, okay, so I can act Christian all my life and get away with it. But in the back of your mind, you're just acting it. And then at some point, something happens and it just goes, okay,
it turns it around.
this is really what it is, and you have to accept it, or get on that blob transport and go back to Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Nice. That could have been a
That-
sermon in the making, minus the blob transport. Although I think that'd be a
Well,
nice
I wrote it down as a sermon.
It works. It's good. I like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna preach next Sunday about it.
Galaxy Quest.
I just
Turn to
didn't-
the book of.
No, that's really good. I like that.
It's really good.
Cool.
Thanks. I've been
All right.
working on that all show.
I've worked on that for 2 minutes now.
The whole show. Definitely. All right, Tabitha, your turn.
My turn.
Yep.
When I was watching the behind the scenes, somebody pointed out something interesting. So it's not my own words, but I think it's worth sharing. Is that in the show you'll notice that all of the actors, minus Tim Allen's character, have like crummy houses. Like they're not doing well. They kind of have just basic living quarters. And Tim Allen, from the Book of Thermion, nice. Tim Allen has, but like he has like this Malibu mansion or something like that, right? And so he's doing like really well. And they were just saying that you'll notice that the characters that were kind of left behind somehow still band together. They're still concerned about their leader and just the friendships that they made. And when it came down to it, they had each other's backs. And kind of like you were saying as well, the revelation that he had that this was more than just about him. It became a very real thing. Like he was the leader of the pack. And you can see that at the end, he doesn't take the center stage. He gives a round of applause, or, they all bow, and he takes everybody's hand and he's like, we're all in this together. And so they were just saying there's quite the family dynamic in here that, I guess also the other thing they were saying is like, you kind of get washed up, if you will, because they were washed up actors at the end of it, or in the beginning of it, and then it just kind of brought it together because then they started a new TV show. And it's just like, you when you're really friends with somebody, you stick out for, even if you don't really like them that much, so you can see some of the rivalry and the characters and stuff like that. You kind of just have each other's back, and that kind of was a hidden element there as well. And then they made out better with it. We're stronger together, if you want to summarize it, basically, because then they went on to make the TV show and bring the cast back, and obviously that got them more money and prestige and all that stuff.
United we stand,
right?
Divided we fall. That's right. Cool.
Dan, what are your thoughts?
My thoughts. Well, I focused more on Tim Allen's character.
Everybody does. Just ask Alan Rickman.
You even got your shirt off. I see you managed to get your shirt off.
That was.
I can do his voice. I can't do his voice unless, Harry Potter.
I love his voice. You just don't just stop.
He tried, and it's okay to try.
I know, right?
No, you know what? I thought of Tim Allen's character as more of a, redemption type of thing. Especially at the end when, like what you said, Sketchy Guy. I pointed this way because that's where you are on my computer, but that's not where
it's pointing to Dan.
This thing is, Sketchy Guy. So definitely, I think there's redemption and salvation, and even a part of somewhat of a leadership aspect in there, especially when at the end he tells the what are they called again? The Thermians.
Termites
and Dalmatians.
The termite guy, he's like, he goes, we don't have a captain, and he's like, you do, you are the captain, and he recognizes his leadership because he's the one that kind of led Tim Allen's character to do what Tim Allen really did, even though he was like the forefront of it, pretending that he was the captain. So yeah, I give it a point, and I really did. I enjoyed your guys' take on the allegory. So Yeah, very cool. Mine's just more redemption type of thing, Everybody knows redemption. So, redeeming yourself in Christ.
That's it.
So that's
Right.
it.
Looking for.
Uh-oh.
You,
Say it one more time. You cut out.
It was probably really profound.
It was.
You know that's how that works.
It was. It was so profound. I don't remember what it was. It was so profound.
Ah, darn.
God only knows what it was.
Orange is the new black.
That's what it is.
This has been a really weird show.
Yes. It has been. It was a fun show, though. It was
It's
fun
a typical Sunday evening here on Inside.
That's right. Inside the booth. So this movie got a full 15 points.
Perfect score.
Everybody, perfect score.
It is. It's an underrated film, I think.
I think it is too. It is a hidden gem. I think is what some people can call it. Because I've known about this movie, but watching it again, I was like, oh man, you know what? I should have had this on my list of movies to keep, like up there with Star Wars.
It is. I think the beauty of it is because, like with Star Wars and Star Trek and again everything, it's because of the way that they did it. They're making fun of the franchises, but the characters don't know that they're making fun. Like I don't know that there's too many movies out there where real actors playing actors pretending not to be actors do such a phenomenal job. I think that's. I remember when the movie came out and seeing the trailers, and it actually freaked me out a little bit. I was very sensitive to like alien creatures and weird stuff like that, but I'm glad I got over that because I would have missed out on.
Exactly.
It is.
Well, the interesting thing too is usually you don't have Star Wars fans that are Star Trek fans.
Right.
They're because one is one is a very dystopian type of future. The other one's, just utopian. And this film manages to make fun of one and still retain the fans of that. And the other one's going, oh, look, this one's making fun of that, but then end up liking it for what it is, not necessarily because it's making fun of the other one, which is kind of my take on it, because I actually like both franchises. I lean towards Star Wars heavily, obviously. But, yeah. That was profound. Cool. You could write that down in your profound book.
There you go.
Right. You lean more towards Star Wars than Star Trek. Got it.
That's right.
Yeah, this was
it's truly a cult classic.
This is the kind of movie
just don't worship it
2 times in a row,
I heard the word cult. Does that mean David's coming back, or
you don't know?
You never know. It has serious themes, but doesn't take itself too seriously.
Yes.
There's humor, drama, and action mixed together. Yeah, well mixed together. You're absolutely right, Dax.
Like that one scene too, where they're trying to rescue everybody. Tim Allen and Sigourney Weaver. They're in the basement, basically, of the ship, and they need to travel through that little tunnel, and they've got all the compressors doing everything. And I love when she's like, "Who wrote this? This is a terrible script."
I think that was the only swear word in the movie, wasn't it?
I didn't swear.
No, I said. I think that was the only swear word in the movie that she did.
Oh, that she did?
I think she
Probably.
said, I think she said, screw that, I ain't doing this, or something like that.
That was a funny scene too. Again, it's very heightened, it's very intense, kind of like Dax is saying. There's that drama and the action, and all of a sudden they're like, okay, this is a stupid scene. Whoever wrote this, it's out of their mind. Why would you put this in a ship? For the drama, Good stuff.
Yes, Dax. I know.
Oh. I wouldn't doubt she would. I mean, I wouldn't put it.
Tabitha just got to watch it again.
She had a wardrobe malfunction.
Well, that was a deleted scene. I don't know if you guys know that. Like, I was wondering too, after they got through the horrible tunnel and everything like that, and they get back on the deck of the ship, and like her outfit's unzipped and all these things are exposed. And I'm like, she wasn't like that a couple of minutes ago. There was
I
a
think they're
deleted.
supposed to be like that
There was a
because they're
deleted
going through all that
scene
stuff.
where she unzipped part of her outfit because she was trying to fool. They got trapped, but when they were going to hit the big blue button, two guards showed up and they were saying, for a weird looking figure as yourself, you're kind of cute or kind of attractive. And so she decided to use her feminine wiles to kill them in the door by luring them in. And so that's why when they get back onto the deck, she has her outfit more like unzipped. It was actually part of a deleted scene and they just forgot to zip her back up.
Oh, wow.
Nice. The movie was intended to be R originally.
I'm glad that they didn't.
Yeah. But they dubbed over the word.
Well, there is one scene where Daryl,
Russian.
I forgot what his last name is, Daryl something, the driver, that he actually says the SH word, but they covered over that. Like you can literally see him say it, but they masked over it.
They dubbed it over. That's cool.
What did he say?
I don't know what word he said. I don't know which one she's talking about, which scene, but I believe it.
It's in the beginning when they're in the wardrobe room or in the dressing room right before they go on stage.
Gotcha. I guess I'm going to have to watch the behind the scenes of this movie.
Oh, always.
And
Love
see all the bonus features.
Behind the scenes, behind the booth.
Right. Get inside the booth to see behind the scenes.
That's right. Smash the like button. One time, one of our very first videos that we did with my brother and I, we're sitting outside doing the review, and I go, "Welcome to Inside the Booth." And I look behind me, I go, "Outside." That's stupid.
Nice.
But it was funny, so I kept it,
That's great. Outside. I like that.
Are you going to make that
inside,
set?
Inside, outside. Should I make it a set like that? Or I look like I'm outside? Yeah, I should, huh?
No. I mean, like an actual in the booth set.
Oh, I want to. Yeah. I want to make it look kind of like, well, I think you know, Sketchy Guy. Make it look like those Muppets from those old guys,
Yes.
that's up in the balcony.
Gromit.
Yeah. Wardorf and, whatever his
Say
names are.
Gromit.
Gromit.
I know. After I said that, I'm like, I think I got the wrong person. I got the wrong
Wallace
character.
and Gromit. Yeah, Wallace and Gromit up, and that would be good. That would be good. I'll have the cheese.
Oh, Waldorf and Gromit. Crossover.
But yeah.
That's funny.
Dax wants me to say button again. I'm not really sure why.
Because you dropped T's.
Button? Oh.
Button.
Okay. Button. Okay. I don't know. It's probably where I live.
Oh, sure. Your brother. And you did a review.
Statler and Waldorf.
Brother.
The old dude Muppets. Yeah. Statler. I was close. I got Waldorf.
Yeah. That's basically where the premise of my thing is from anyways. And I also got inspiration from what are those two thumbs up from what are those guys? I forgot their names now since we're still trying to think of Statler and Waldorf's name. The other guy. Those critics. I can't think. So sorry, everybody. My brain. Yeah, Siskel and Ebert. You're right. Thank you.
Blank.
yeah. Thank you, R2. Siskel and Ebert. He said Siskel, so I go, yeah. That reminded me. Thank you. So Siskel and Ebert and Statler and Waldorf were my inspirations for this show. And then I decided, well, we just, we're going to make this show a little bit bigger, a little bit more people than just me and my brother, because, things happen. And so here we are.
I'll tell you, I like reviews done by real people versus critics, hands down.
Yeah, well, because we are the real audience. Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny? I wanted to call our review show something about being critics. My brother goes, "Oh, let's not be critics, because then it just sounds bad. It sounds like you're being mean all the
Just call the
time or something."
assessors.
And I would go, "Well, what else? I guess we could say we review it then." And he's like, "Okay, yeah, let's do that." So that's where we got the whole movie review thing instead of being critics. But basically, it's the same thing. Honestly, I think that's what it is. But you're right.
You guys
Real
don't
people,
just point and laugh at people for their mistakes all the time.
No, that's my job.
Yeah, that's his job. That's his job to draw it too. He draws it out. He makes it look good. So, one more question before we go there, Sketchy Guy. If you were to draw me and to draw out my major flaws in my face, what
Not
would
your
it really
flaws,
look like?
your biggest assets.
Oh, okay, my
I
biggest
don't-
assets.
Oh, wow, that just sounds bad.
It's a word.
So
Boys.
that wasn't awkward.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't until you started laughing.
I would like to point out that not flaws.
Okay.
It's
Sorry, flaws.
a flaw is really what somebody looks at and says, "I don't like this about me."
Right.
So you have to be aware of that when you're drawing somebody. But I mean, there's obvious. I mean, if I was going to draw you right now,
Right.
beard, backwards hat, and headphones be the number one thing.
Okay.
Number one thing. The number 1, 2, and 3.
What else do you see?
You're not a tea leaf in a cup, Dan. He can't read your future.
Yes.
What else do you see?
I see a drawing in your future.
Do you see this nose?
No.
It's not straight.
Mm.
Would you like draw it like wee and like crooked and like
No.
really? Why?
No.
Just is it
My
because you
nose is
wouldn't want?
crooked. Why would I?
Dan sounds disappointed that you did not take
does.
into
Draw
account
me.
the
I want
crookedness
to
of his
look
nose.
like a funny
Dan-
guy.
Dan, you know what? You're just too damn good looking. An industrial accident is what you need.
That's right. That's right.
Was that good enough? Politically
It was
correct.
good. All right.
I'm straight. Just say.
All right. Thank you. Phil goes, then my mom giving birth to me should be drawn. I don't know why he said that, but I thought that was funny.
That's not the caricature I want to see.
No. I will not draw Saint Bernard coming through a cat door.
Okay. R2 says, can you make Dan look like a knight vanquishing a like button with a wooden sword or a spiked mace?
I'm sure he could.
That could be one of the a new t-shirt idea. No? Darn.
I have like a long list right now. I mean, no one knows about the setup. My iPad, which I draw on, is being used for this. So unfortunately, I haven't been able to draw. Otherwise, I probably would have already done it.
Oh, nice. That's okay. You can
microwave.
How long does it take you normally to draw a figure? Like, for example, the individual figures of us. I know it's just a rough, but how long would it roughly take you to draw a figure like that?
Dan and I were talking about this earlier. So
sorry,
initially when I start a project, that's okay. But normally, like when I start, it's like I try to get all the details in, and I'll draw someone, like sketch them 2 or 3 times, and then eventually just tell myself, hey, it's okay to screw up and just go for it. And so I started with Dan. By the time I got to you, it was like I was just drawing it. It was just coming out. And there was snapping going on too while I did that.
Somebody was standing behind him going, go.
You snapped him out of existence,
Dan.
Man.
What happened?
Too many snaps.
His iPod died, maybe?
Oh, his iPad may have died.
Maybe I'll send him a message saying, "Phil, you come back."
Wait, there he is.
Yeah, there you go.
And he's still talking. I don't think he knows he disappeared.
Did you know you disappeared?
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to
She
rush back
thought
in
you were still
and
talking.
storm the castle.
That's right. He vanquished that like button and then he came back.
I had to adjust my lighting.
Right. You needed a water break, some chapstick. Right. I got you.
Yep.
Tabitha said I snapped you out of existence here.
That's right. I mean, as Dan was going like this, and all of a sudden, you were gone. He was Thanos there for a second.
Ooh, Thanos.
What did it feel like, Dan? Tell us. What did it feel
vanquish
like? Hey, stop
button.
snapping. I got plans for my future. Okay?
So any truth to the rumor that the end line for Iron Man was actually supposed to be, "Oh snap"?
I don't know. Is there?
I would have loved it, but I do like the way they did it. It would have been.
I do like how it ended. Yeah. I am Iron Man. Boop. I think Iron Man was
because that's very ego of him, but
yeah. But he probably would have said, "Oh snap," and it probably would have worked too.
Oh snap! In that Robert Downey Jr. way.
Yeah, I think it would have fit.
Yeah.
Oh snap! Little pause.
Boom. That's right.
Nice.
What other questions do you have? Go ahead. Fire away.
How long does it take you to finish one of your sketch people?
Yeah, I guess you didn't finish answering.
I just want to know a rough guess. I'm not saying I understand completely that you can't really, I do understand it takes a zillion tries and trial and error and all that kind of stuff. But if you would just say, if you were in the zone, how long do you think it normally takes you to make
their jokes in the MCU? Yep, they do.
If I'm inspired to do it, no time at all. I'll be done in 10 minutes. Fully rendered.
Yeah. Really? Okay.
If I have to work on it, it could take half an hour, 45 minutes, depending. And then with people saying tweaks and stuff, I'll go back and, I've had projects that lasted weeks and I'm just like,
right. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Your nose isn't that crooked. Leave it alone, Dan. Jeez.
Right. Okay. So probably
make
also
it a little more crooked.
Yeah.
Dan's like, paint me like one of your friends. No, I'm just kidding. So I guess it really just depends if you're doing it because you want to or
don't
because
paint me how I am.
Yeah. Right. This is my good side.
It's a lot more. I'm glad you used your head. That's good. So it is more difficult to do it from a request than it is just to be inspired to do it. Definitely. If it was me just being inspired to do it, I could do, well, like in the case of your guys' drawing, I did 5 illustrations, probably within an hour.
Wow. See, I thought for sure.
Would you?
I thought it was
okay.
Longer.
So, would you ever go into like cartooning?
Like animation?
I did. I had.
Oh, have you?
I had a cartoon strip called My World.
Okay.
Under a different pen name. But yeah, that
Sketchy
was
Dude.
A while ago.
Sketchy
It was
Dude.
actually Eric Kane.
Eric Kane. Oh, nice.
Sounds more like
now,
a bodacious romance.
Was that still like a drawing cartoon? Is it, okay, so what I mean was, would you do like an animation type of thing where you draw it and?
I keep getting asked that question. I'm very particular with animation, and I suck at it. Yeah.
Well, I think you're the way you illustrate and stuff, and the way you draw. I think it would be a great animation if somebody could maybe help you with it or something. Like you draw it out and then somebody takes it and
it's
I don't know.
That would be okay if somebody wants to take it and animate it. That's fine. If I'm doing it, I don't have the basic building blocks or
YouTube.
patience. Very good point. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, YouTube. YouTube it.
Yeah.
I don't
know. It's funny because I make a joke every once in a while on my videos where they're sped up, and I'll say, "Hi."
I don't know what you're doing.
No, I'm just I'm looking at my thing, and after looking at you guys and then looking at my picture, it looks very like washed out. Like I look almost black and white.
You are quite
Desaturated.
monotone.
Yeah,
there.
desaturated.
Good.
Desaturated. Well, to be
I would
fair,
like to
I've
be more
got a
saturated.
light shining on behind me, and it's very vibrant, so that makes a difference too. Oh,
Now I look white.
She kind of has a blue halo.
I do.
Some yellow.
Halo, halo.
Sorry, I'm just playing around. Okay. Anyways.
You're on inside the booth.
You're under that one light, aren't you, Dad?
I'm under a light, some light. I got two lights. Got one above me that's not covered, and one in front of me that is what do you call it?
Diffused.
Diffused, yeah. I can't even think of even the words to say tonight.
It's getting
Maybe
late.
it's late.
I have two lights. I have two lights. One right there and one right here.
Aw, you
Wait for
got
that
me.
to go.
You
He
got
shines
me.
from within.
Oh man. Where's my little
Dun, dun,
candle?
dun.
You know that song, This Little Light of Mine? It's like a little candle. This little
There you
light
go.
of mine.
Got let out. Let it shine.
Why is it so small? Why is it so little? Anyways.
Oh man.
Yes, Dax, I know I need soft light above me too.
I don't have any
need
lights
a soft
above me.
light from the front and not a harsh light overhead. You're right. But a cool thing that happened the other day, I know nobody cares,
Tangent.
but I'm gonna
Da-da-da.
say it anyways. A cool thing that happened the other day. My wife is a librarian, and she did this program making buttons with little kids. So I was being a little kid. I went over there, and I made about 15 of these little buttons.
Oh. I thought for sure he was going to say Veggie Tales. That's cool.
So that was fun to do.
I'm not making those noises because we got people in the comment section.
I know they're making memes over on Twitter already.
I don't
late.
need that.
Too late.
I don't need that kind of exposure.
I don't need that exposure. Well, you're on Inside the Booth now.
It's true. It's true.
Dun dun dun. There you go.
Oh, well, Dax, I don't know if mine even has a software, and I don't care to check because this computer's so old. Sorry, no offense.
You'll probably have to
Is it a-
download an app.
I have one of these cameras, $30 camera. You can't even see it. The light's so bright. ONN on. You know, so surf.
It's
surf
not just on. It's on.
That's right. It's surf on. So I don't know if it's I don't even know if it has a software. I think I found the instructions. I did. And it's so tiny, and it's in Chinese.
They're in Thermian though.
What's that? They're in Thermian. Yeah, that's right. That's what it says. So it's like, man, forget it. I don't want to mess with it. I know I could YouTube it. I could YouTube it, but
there's got to be an English Thermian translator online.
Because you have an old computer. Yes.
What
that
are
would
you
be
upgrading?
cool.
What are you getting?
I have no idea. I did look at a computer about 6 months ago, and I was thinking, maybe I'll start a GoFundMe and see if people will help me get a computer.
But first, you should support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month.
That's right. That's right. I was gonna get it was like $1,200 laptop, so that I could just take it wherever I go to, instead of having to be stuck at home doing this. So
at home.
Wow. That sounded.
Tell us
rude.
how you really feel, Dan.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
have to be stuck at home.
I mean,
doing this.
honestly, this that I am using is a laptop, but the screen is broken, so it's
Oh.
I got all these cords plugged into it, so I can see something. Yeah, that's how bad it is. 2012, I think it is. I don't know. It's just old. It's time for an upgrade.
Does it say Commodore 64 on there, or VIC
Yeah.
20, or Timex Sinclair, or PET? Just any of
Pet.
those.
I think it says pet.
PET.
Yeah.
It
PET.
still has the
That's
colored
old.
apple on it. Yeah.
Yeah. And
A PET's
It makes
pre
noises.
Apple II.
and it makes noises. So then I go over there, I pet it, and then it stops making the
It's
noise.
Thermion. It's thermite technology at its
You
finest.
need to read the historical documents or watch them to see how to fix it.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Oops. Let's see. Your deck says bad time to buy one right now. There's a processor and video card shortage. That's great. And prices are not great. What do you mean they're high, right?
Well, I
By
mean,
not
nothing.
great?
No price is really great right now.
Yeah, right.
You know, the only thing
And,
consistent
give
is
it to
Dollar
me for
Tree.
$10. Yeah, that's right. And yet their stuff is getting worse.
Right, but the quality sucks.
How
But
much
hey, we still get it for $1.
Thanks, Vader Reviews. You understand my feelings. Yes, it's fun. So
I would say
yeah.
Apple, but
No, IBM. You know when you start it up and it has the big IBM on the
Bringing back some good old days there. Might
That's
as well just
right.
install AOL while you're at it.
There you go.
Dial up and all that.
what's
You know, there's
You
just
know what?
something comforting about that
There
noise
is-
now.
there's
Nostalgic.
nothing wrong with dial-up. Nothing
That's
wrong
right.
with it.
Nothing
I
wrong.
love the sound when I go into MySpace and I have to log in. It's great.
Face space, my
Love
book.
My book,
Yeah.
the Facebook, the interwebs,
Yeah.
all this fancy. You know what we used to do instead of Tweeter?
We go out and lied about
We
our
used to
friends
go-
to their faces.
Yeah,
That's what we did in my day. We went outside and told people how much they sucked.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, kids were mean in Vegas. You just kind of had to do it.
Dang. Yeah, what part of Vegas?
Yep. I didn't pay attention. Vegas. I didn't pay attention to the geography when I was a child. Now,
It
yes,
doesn't
but I don't
matter.
know where we were.
I don't know where I lived.
It doesn't matter.
I lived
Yeah,
on
it
base.
doesn't
That's
matter.
all I know. I lived on base.
Well, now I live up in the Reno area, so
Nice.
that's good. Actually, I live in Sparks, and you know they say Reno is so close to hell you can see sparks. So apparently, we're right next to Canada.
Nice.
I was going to say Russia, but all right.
Inside the booth laptop fund. And don't forget that inside the booth flamethrower.
So we're coming
Don't have it.
shortly in a century to you.
Right. That's right. Well, you know, once Inside the Booth starts making money, we'll get a flamethrower to sell. That'll be fun. And I'm sure only one person will buy it, and that'll be Dave White.
Oh,
Be
I was thinking
Whitey, because he's the only.
Yeah,
I think there was going to be R2.
Oh, you're right. Maybe he'll buy one.
They'll have to fight over it.
Yes, they give out free baseball
They
cards.
do. They
question.
do. They have a flip cycle, like, you know, really. They're very, very talented with the way that they do that. Not
Baseball
to give
cards,
kudos, but anyway. Dan, don't sound so interested.
Baseball cards.
Dan's like, I support women's sports.
Gorf.
Oh.
Yeah. What was that? Where there's no graphics and it was only text only. I forget what that was. Forgot the name of that.
I can't
It
remember.
was still
I remember it.
that was a computer, right? You're not talking about a typewriter, are you?
No, you mean a game? You're like, go
Text.
left, go across bridge,
No.
go into
It was
words.
it was chat rooms. It was kind of like AOL
Oh.
online before
Oh, yeah.
that.
Right.
Yeah, just the chat rooms. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember it was really a big deal when the lines were a different color for each person.
Mm.
Oh, I'm chartreuse. Ew. Come back in. I'm red. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I remember those math games with that little alien-looking thing, and you're just hitting a couple buttons, and it goes blip 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 blip. Yeah, I don't remember the name of the math game. Obviously, I was in like grade school back then, but that was the computer I remember using. Yeah, it was the math game. That's right.
I don't know. When I was growing up, we played Minesweeper
that and the Oregon Trail.
Pinball.
Oregon Trail was my favorite. I loved that one.
That was hard, but I liked
hate
it.
dysentery.
Hate
it. So many ways. Awful.
That was a hard game. People think games are
Oregon
hard now.
Trail?
Try to play Oregon Trail. Try to actually win that game.
Hey, I won it like a lot of times.
Good
and everybody was
Dean.
like, how come you don't die? I go, because I do this. I do this.
Exactly. How do people survive?
You gotta figure it out, man.
I hack this. I put in 99
And that was before cheats. Exactly. Yeah.
Because I remember those games. It was so easy to get into the coding. As long as you found the right line, you can change one number and you never die.
That's right.
I crashed a game in science class because I put lives to 0, so it wouldn't kill you because you're already dead. But it looped the game and crashed it for the entire school.
Nice. I wasn't that old to learn all that when that was around.
See this?
Yeah, you're a little bit older than me, I guess. What are you, 25?
Yeah.
Tabitha's only 19, I think.
No. Haven't been 19 for a little while.
The old days of
it's been at least 2 weeks.
That's right. It's been all right. 3 weeks.
That's how many hours of dial-up you had.
Oh my gosh.
How many hours of dial-up? Yeah, that was fun.
I'm going to show how old I am. I had the original Motorola cell phone. And it was so much per month and 68 cents a minute.
Nice.
I never used it.
Sounds like a steal. Yeah.
Back in 92, right?
I'm not saying anything, but if you want to see the phone I had, Danny Glover uses one just like it in Lethal Weapon.
Well, there you are.
Yes, I think I've seen that before. I think my
It's a little
mom
black
had one of those.
Satchel, 8 pounds of battery, and a little tiny handset with the numbers on the back. The instructions were in Thermian.
Right. I think everything was in Thermian back then.
Did any of you ever play Dr. Brain or Math Blaster? 3D Dinosaur Adventure was also one of my favorites back in the day.
No.
Math Blaster sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
Nope, I was drawing with crayons. Sorry.
Dan should have said always beat Oregon Trail due to Jesus. That's right. Jesus helped me beat it. Oh, good night, Mom. Thank you for being on. Yeah, we're just kind of hanging out right now. We should have been over like 30 minutes ago, but that's okay.
But Dan got talking about Oregon Trail, and darn it, if everybody didn't just start getting nostalgic.
My gosh. Okay, so years ago, we drove into Oregon from California, and the sign said, "Welcome to Oregon, go home."
Imperial salute or two.
Dax says his birthday's tomorrow. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, you young whippersnapper.
I am just old. Dax.
You're only as old as
you are.
That's
right.
right.
This is true. I don't know that there's ever been a truer statement.
Phil,
What
Sims 2
happens
is
in
still
Vegas
too new.
stays on Facebook. What?
That's right. Oh no, Phil said his favorite game was Sim 2 when he was a kid.
used to love The Sims. However, when all of a sudden I realized I was spending hours and hours trying to make everybody better at their craft, and I was not, I was like, I'm wasting my life. I am wasting my time. And I loved that game. I did. Absolutely. And also, I was like, I could be getting better at something. And instead, I'm literally wasting hours making fictitious people get better at things I want to do.
Right.
I was addicted to that game, though. It was terrible.
I live in a place where coffee shops sell guns. I have never felt safer in my life.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Yeah. I wish coffee shops would sell guns where I live. Man.
They would never get robbed.
That's right. That's for sure.
Only by idiots.
Sure.
Yeah, only by idiots. Only idiots would try to rob the place. That's right. You know, back
How many
in the
gun
Western
stores get
times,
robbed?
any. I don't know. Do they?
Sometimes. But again, these people are not very bright.
It's a very short robbery.
Okay.
Usually doesn't end well.
That much.
Yeah.
Come to Texas, Dax says. Yeah.
R2 says
Texas
come to Southern America.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Or Mexico North.
Mexico North? Is that what you just said?
Right.
Nice. Very fun. Very cool. Anyways, I guess this is the end of our show.
So Galaxy Quest, everybody, 10 out of 10.
No, it's a 15 out of 15.
Right. Well, there you go.
Well, there's a
It's
third
15
person.
out of 10.
Hello.
15 out of 10.
15 out of 10. That's right. Above and beyond, everybody.
Right.
Now let's break out in song before we leave. Ah!
What song are we singing? I didn't practice.
It's an old Thermian classic.
That's right, the Thermian classic, you know.
Crazy. You guys, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, glad to have you on.
Yeah, good to have
glad
you
you
on.
can make it.
I can't remember the last time I had a conversation that lasted more than 5 minutes.
Well, you know, you could just conjure an imaginary friend and just, you know.
Well, every time I snap
sure
my
it's a
fingers,
cricket.
Dan disappears. So
Yeah. That's true.
oh snap!
Just find a cricket and
Right.
call him Dave. The imaginary ghost brother from Canada. Who's a cricket named Dave.
You got it.
Oh, I forgot the air quotes. Sorry.
Remember, you grew up. You can use their quotes.
Yeah, I can. That's right. I almost forgot about that one.
Yes. Now you're on fire. You're a man film.
That's right.
It's not how it works. Just because you set a human on fire doesn't make it a bonfire.
No.
It's a good starter, like a good, you know, but
If you have marshmallows, any flame, really.
right.
You can. That's why I like Ghostbusters. Good movie. Marshmallows, flame, you know.
Sigourney Weaver.
That's right.
That's right. And she repeated everything that, Zool said.
That's right.
That's funny.
Are you a god? Are you a god?
Computer, are you a god?
No.
Computer says
no. The computer says no.
It's a stupid job.
My girlfriend
but
sleeps
I'm going
above
to
the sheets.
Oh, that's good.
That movie was hilarious. I feel funky.
Yeah. That is a good movie. By the way, R2 says, when is Galaxy Quest review going to start?
At the end of this video. And
Yep.
then you fast
When we-
forward
when we
about
sign
45
off.
minutes.
In 10 minutes, it'll start. It's on the Galaxy Quest fandom website.
Right.
There we go. R2. There is no Dana, only
Only
Zool. Sorry, no
That is-
Dana, only
If
Zool.
someone asks if you're a god, you say, yes.
Yes.
That's so funny. I just did a Ghostbusters illustration for the
Oh, did you?
yeah, for the Almost Star Wars show.
Oh, sweet. You're gonna have to do one for us in November. November is gonna be our Star Wars, our Ghostbuster month. I was gonna say Star Wars month.
Avery says,
Ghostbuster month.
tune
So
in
everyone
next
but
week
Dave.
for part 2.
It's on Tuesday. Get it right.
That's right, Tuesday. So on Tuesday will be part 2.
The chat has had me in stitches tonight, I tell you.
How come I can't see the chat? That's so weird.
You're not administrator material, Sketchy.
Sorry, did you want me to put you as a? I
No,
don't know
because
if I
I'll
could
screw
do
stuff
that.
up.
Yeah,
I will
you'll
screw
click
stuff up.
buttons.
He'll snap
I
and
might
we're all
snap my
gone.
fingers.
We're all gone. Goodbye.
Oh
There
yes,
goes
and
Canada.
those in the comment section who have been promoting our stuff and my stuff also specifically, thank you so much for supporting
Yeah.
small independent artists such as myself. I
Yes,
greatly appreciate
exactly.
it. I really do. You guys made my week last week.
Yeah, me too.
Kristen
who's-
Wiig, Anne's favorite Ghostbuster.
Who's Kristen Wiig?
I think she's the blonde chick from the 2016 remake.
Oh, no. No. Let's not go there, please. You don't want me
Yeah.
to get into that, do
Remember-
ya? You're going to have to start drinking again.
Remember when I said every movie has a redeeming quality? I rescind that.
2016. No, they do have one redeeming quality: the gadgets.
Thor?
That's it. That's it. The gadgets. I did like the proton pack. That was it.
I want
That
to see
was
the
a
new
nice
R2's
one.
like, play with your slime, Dan. Calm down, Dan. Just go play with your slime.
I want to see the new one with the kids on the farm.
Yes,
That was
yes.
really good.
Afterlife. Oh man, I can't wait. It's supposed to be November 11th, but then they changed it to November 19th. And everybody in Europe is now going to wait until next year to see that.
Well, you know,
So-
America, we've always been the lead in stuff.
Stuff.
Except-
yeah,
Yeah, for most things, including Bollywood.
yeah. Bollywood.
Nobody does Bollywood like America.
No.
Exactly. Dax says the credits when the movie's over is the redeeming
quality. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's
We found
rough.
it. See, there's always something.
Because then you
It's
have
always
your
just
list
silver.
already
I'll
made.
show you, Sketchy Guy. Hey, when we're done with this live, I'll show you my proton pack from 2016.
That does not sound good.
Okay, I was just gonna say. So I can't say assets, but he can say that and sound favorable. I don't think so.
Proton
New.
pack. I mean, it doesn't. Fine,
the
I'll
way
go
you
get
said
it
it.
now so everybody
See,
else could see it.
Dan,
Jeez.
it's like this.
What?
Dan, it's like, hey, when we're done with this, I'm gonna show you my movie prop. It's a proton pack versus, hey, after the show, I'm gonna show you my proton.
And then he's like, "Fine, I'll just bring it out so everyone."
Just gotta bring it out now. Then all 6 of us can look at it.
I don't think that's gonna work for me.
I'm gonna pass. Good night,
So-
everybody.
So what's the allegory in that statement, Dan?
I don't know. I don't know.
Sharing is
I'm sorry.
caring.
That's-
Sharing is
Yes.
caring.
Yes.
Stranger danger. Wait,
All right. I'm gonna go get it. I have to now.
I have you know.
that happened. We've totally digressed.
We have. Did you go? Okay, since Dan's gone, let's you and I chat. Did you see earlier in the chat people when he kept saying we and we and we and referring to his brother and himself. And somebody in the chat was saying he must be French because David lives in Canada because he kept saying we. I just lost.
No, I don't see the chat.
Oh, okay. I have my
Yeah.
iPad up as well, so I can see what people are saying, and
That's funny.
that makes total sense why nobody saw what I was. Yeah, I was dying because they were just making so many comments about Dan and we and we and we. It was good.
That's,
So
where is it?
you were saying your favorite color was blue,
Blue. That's right.
blue.
right?
Blue. See, I did
Ugh.
that.
Oh, that's so cute. My favorite color is blue and green.
My wife wrote it.
That's really cute. I like that.
There you go.
It's Dan as a dragon.
You get to sell that.
He got his hat backwards.
Let's see. Oh my gosh. There's your flamethrower.
Right? Almost. Which way am I going? There we go. Yeah.
You gotta get the inside the booth on there.
Yes, this was my prop that I made.
Lights and sounds.
It does. Do you want to see something? You want to see
Boys and their
something?
toys.
If it works. Oh,
Yeah.
batteries are dead.
Then
I think
no.
the batteries are dead. It was about a year ago when I put them in.
Well, you better put fresh batteries in before your big Ghostbusters show.
That's right.
I will.
Otherwise, that'd be a cartoon where you can't perform with your. Never mind.
Now this is
I'm out.
obviously an original
Oh, wow.
one. I made this one too.
Does it have a battery? Ooh.
Maybe. Oh,
An untested
Kinda.
nuclear reactor.
They're the best kind. The only kind.
Wee.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
the
mean
batteries
me?
are right.
Wee.
Oh,
What's going on here?
He's having trouble.
No, I think the battery. No, it's working.
Oh, there you go.
Is it working?
Whitey just
I
popped in.
can't
He's like,
tell.
"You guys are still on." Whitey, we have taken about 17 tangents. We did cover Galaxy Quest for like 17 minutes, maybe.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. There we go. Now we're on to dental hygiene with proton packs.
I gotta glue this back on.
It's like a water pick with proton energy beams.
R2, you lie. You lie. Don't tell Whitey things that aren't true.
That's cool.
Yeah, this one I made out of junk. Same with the other one. Basically garbage. Oh, I had my PKE meter inside there.
So let me ask you a question. What is your main, how should I say this? your main influence. What got you to start building stuff?
I wanted to go to a Comic-Con. And I said, how can you go to a Comic-Con being fat? And I said, oh, Ghostbusters.
Who is asking that question?
Me? I was asking myself these questions.
You could have been
And then-
Ursula.
And then I go, well, Ghostbusters, you can be fat, you can be skinny, you can be anything you want. So I said, okay, I'm going to start making proton packs. How do I do it? And I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos, probably about like a month's worth of watching YouTube videos. And I was like, okay, I think I could do this.
Whose
So
video?
then I did.
Logic. Your logic.
Whose
is-
videos? Oh, I don't know. I just typed it in and I just found videos. It was weird. that I found them. So it was nice though. It was nice ones. Some were like professionally made, and I was like, well, I can't do that. I ain't got not I don't have that.
I don't actually have proton
Yeah,
nuclear reactor.
I had protein.
I
for
do
lunch.
have the
I don't want
Stay
to get out of
Puft
my
Marshmallow
car.
Man right here.
Whoop.
Oh, but he doesn't have any burn marks. Take him out.
Fortune. Authentic.
Give me a
With your
flamethrower
now. That's funny. I think Dave can help with that.
He could. I think Tabitha could help with that. She was burning her book in one of her videos
This is
not
true.
too long ago.
This is true.
Oh,
She needs a flamethrower from inside.
I'm
the
not
book.
a book
starts-
burner. This was to
it
authenticate.
starts with burning books.
I was gonna say, this is not Fahrenheit 451 or whatever it's called.
Thank you. Yes, Fahrenheit 451. Firefighters.
So-
firemen, not firefighters.
So, anyways, that Comic-Con just they canceled because of the whole COVID thing. And I was like,
COVID.
oh, that stinks. I don't know what COVID is. That's why I said that stinks, because I didn't know what it was. I still don't.
It could have been like a pink fluffy dragon, and he was like, well, it stinks.
No,
Yeah,
those are awful.
those are awful. So then I was like, well, I'll just do it for Halloween. I don't really celebrate Halloween, but I wanted to show off.
It was
my
canceled
costume.
anyway because of COVID.
Yeah, but we
Don't you know
still
that the world
walked
was
around.
canceled last year, Dan? Get
Yeah.
with the
Oh,
times.
I didn't
Everything
know
was
that.
canceled. The world shut down
Everything
last
stopped.
I think I must be Amish then, because I don't remember.
Yeah,
any of
MySpace
that.
is gone. Dogs and cats living together. We're talking mass hysteria.
year. Masses.
That's right. That's right. MySpace is gone.
I
I love it.
correct somebody in the chat. Actually, Whitey, I am. My heritage is German. My mom's from Germany.
And my heritage is
I'm
Armenian.
not German. I'm not 100% free range American, but heritage.
Did she
is
say Thurman or German?
It's
I thought I
not
was
Thurman.
speaking-
It's Thermian. Thermian.
Oh, sorry. Irma.
I like your fireplace.
Whatever.
Yeah, my fireplace. That's where my proton packs were. You remember? Thank you. Oh, Dave's got to say it.
What?
You remember
Dave,
the part
what?
in the?
Will I dream?
Come on, Dave. What? I'll show you. He says, "Mayor, is
Oh
this
my God.
true?" Yes. This man has no dick. And he goes to fight him. That was funny. That was a good part in the movie, Dave. Thank you.
You know what? There's actually a thing in that movie that kind of relates to today, and that is where they're talking about where oh gosh, what was his
The
name?
government doesn't believe the truth? Yes.
No. The one guy is saying,
Yes.
are we busier? Maybe
Amish.
we're busier now because people are rising from the dead versus people are just admitting it,
Right?
and that's how you end a conversation.
That's right.
I'm trying not to interrupt. Don't look at my screen.
What?
Okay, now we'll have a conversation, Dan, just you and me.
All right, sounds good. What did you do? You held something up on her screen so you can see her.
Yeah,
There we
I
go.
can't see her now.
There we go. It's probably better that way.
But you think about it, like all these UFO things that are everywhere. It's like,
Mhm.
Are we seeing it because people want to see them and they're like creating junk, or are we seeing it because it's actually getting more frequent?
Yes.
I think it's
To all of
That's
it.
what I say.
I don't
I believe
believe in
both.
aliens. That's just me. I don't believe in aliens. I do believe in demons and fallen angels.
Why not?
Huh?
Thor is a fallen angel.
Thor? Oh, that means he's a demon. let's not get on this topic. We're gonna have to start drinking. Tabitha.
Oh Lord.
It's the Illuminati.
Nice. Yes. Do you want to know their handshake this week?
This week. Oh my gosh.
That was last week. You're behind.
Oh, my bad. I guess I'm not in the group anymore. Oh, she
There he
put on
goes.
her third eye.
I gotta put
Oh,
my
boy.
third eye on.
There you go.
I see
I had a
everything
problem,
now.
Dan, I had a problem with aliens.
Did you?
And then I realized that why couldn't God create aliens when he created us?
He could have, but I don't think he did.
Here,
Tabitha, what are you doing?
I want to make a girl.
You're talking about here. I guess
That's
I
hair.
guess there are hair.
Eyelashes.
What are we talking about?
her eyelashes now, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, did you see what R2 said, Tabitha? You're not looking. Can you see with that third eye?
I see everything that I want to see with this third eye.
What you want to see? This sounds like a TikToker. SJW.
I wouldn't know. I don't
Wow.
do the TikTok.
Lizards have third eyes, just like the lizard people in
Of
the
the
Illuminati.
That's probably why. Yeah.
Wait, the lizard people that live inside the earth?
Yes.
This
And the sewers.
What were they? I can't think of it. Slee stacks.
They're demons.
The
Yeah,
lizard people?
They're just demons. Lizard
Yeah.
people are just demons. Just remember that, everybody. Lizard people are just demons. Aliens from UFOs are just demons. Fallen angels. There's nothing to be afraid of because you have Jesus.
Did you just say you have Jesus?
Oh, I didn't do quotes, no.
Oh, okay. I was like, excuse you. I don't have Jesus. I have
Jesus.
Jesus. No. I want to italicize that and underscore. I have Jesus.
Oh man. What is it, like 2
All right,
a.m. where you're
anyways.
at? I'm just kidding.
What?
Feels like it.
It's 11:30 p.m. Did you say 10 a.m.? It's the
It's past
next
my bedtime.
day. It's like 2.5 hours later.
I did
We're-
snort,
we're-
Phil. I'm sorry. It happens from time to time.
All right. Well, anyways, friends of friends, thank you for showing up. Don't forget to support us. Goodbye. Sketchy Guy, stay on for a little bit. We'll talk to you
Okay.
a little bit after.
Never give up. Never surrender.
That's right. Never give
Wow.
up. Never surrender. All right. Goodbye, everybody. We need to end this before we keep talking about dumb things. More. More dumb things. Anyways.
Ish.
Thank
Go
you for your
check out
support.
the Etsy channel of who is that? Is that Tabitha's Etsy channel?
Yeah, or my Etsy
Okay,
shop.
go check out the Etsy shop. Check out the website. Check out our shop. Remember, merchandising.
chop,
Merchandising. That's right. Merchandising.
Merchandising.
Where all the real money of this TV show is made. So if you don't buy merch, no money comes in. That's all.
Great slogan.
That's
I mean, to the point. I like
that's
it.
right.
If you don't buy merch, there will be no flamethrowers.
Booth. Oh, no.
That's right. That's right. Remember that, everybody. So if you want a flamethrower, you need to support us.
Come on, Dave.
Like
you know you
Tabitha
do.
said earlier. Come on, Dave. Tabitha said earlier, go support us on Patreon. You can support us for $1 a month. And then you can go up the scale as you read on. If you want to support us for more. If you want to do a one-time donation, we got that in our website. If you don't know what our website is, just go down in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to Sketchy Guy, Tabitha, and other YouTubers that are small like us. And don't forget to share. Get the algorithms going. Come on, guys.
You can do it.
You can do it. Yeah, I won't finish that one. Thanks, Tabitha. Jeez, you got it in my head now. Anyways, goodbye, everybody. And what's it say? Hold on, I gotta see what Avery says. If don't buy no rolls,
We
we
can't,
can't pay our
toll.
tolls. That's right. If you don't buy the rolls, if you don't buy the merch,
You won't get to see
something
lurch.
about
You'll put us in a lurch.
No soup for you.
yes, no super for you. Don't forget, everybody, be good trolls on Twitter.
Or
the good
upstanding
troll.
citizens is my preference. So
Yeah, you know. I'm sure everybody's been seeing what I've been doing on Twitter. Whoopsie. That's all right, but that's what I stand up for.
I have no idea
It
what
was
he's
on the
talking
local
about. But
news,
now I
so,
gotta
yeah.
go check things.
Now you gotta check me out. All right. Anyways, goodbye, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
What is that one thing?
Bye.
No. The one on the Truman Show. Goodbye. Good evening. Good afternoon. And good night. Something like that.
Hashtag blessed.
Oh yes, that's right. Hashtag blessed, everybody. Be a troll for Jesus. That's right. It's kind of
Don't harass
oxymoron.
people.
Anyways, goodbye.